National Building Museum in Washington, D.C.
And the night before, the 2004 Computerworld Honors Awards.
And we're going to wish on a wishing well.
This is the night before the Computerworld Honors Award. Everything is not fully set up. It's really big, but soon, tomorrow, everything will look beautiful. And it's going to be a lot of people here.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News Team. And today I'm here with
Peter
and Mark.
What are you doing today?
I'm assisting with the setup of the audio equipment for this event.
And you?
I'm doing the projection for the event.
Could you tell me about your job?
Well, we set everything up so that everyone who's seated for the event can hear. They can hear everybody at the podiums. We put microphones out there. We put microphones on all the presenters. And we set up all the speakers, and we plug in all the playback devices that have audio signal on them, and they all go through a mixer behind you that allows everybody to hear, sends signal out to the speakers.
Same question.
What do I do? Well, anything that goes on the screen is my responsibility. So I just set up the video projectors, make sure they look right, they're all set up to proper specs, and whatever comes out of the video switcher goes on the screen. Videotape rolls, graphics from PowerPoint, that type of thing.
Do you like your job?
I love my job.
And what don't you like about your job?
Oh, sometimes the hours are really long, but generally there's nothing that I don't like about it.
Same question.
I love my job too. I've been doing it for 21 years. I guess sometimes the only thing I don't like is some of the people I have to work with. Nah, just kidding.
Could you tell us what you really don't like?
Not a lot. It's a wonderful way to live, the freelance life.
Sometimes the food's really bad.
But no, there's not much bad you can say about it. It's a good job, and it's interesting. You get to travel, you see things, and everyone's a little different. Every job's a little different. You know.
How many years have you been working on this?
In this business?
Yes.
About 25 years.
How many for you?
Like I said, 21.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
You're welcome. Oh, thank you very much. It's very nice.
My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with
Paul Frunk.
Al Carr.
What do you do?
I'm an audio engineer for the show.
And you?
Today I'm an audio engineer, but I basically do a little bit of everything: lighting, audio, video.
Do you enjoy your job?
I love it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here because the work is hard, and you know, the satisfaction is the payoff.
Do you enjoy your job?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, every now and again, you know, we have a bad night, but that's, you know, or a bad day. That's any job. So, but yeah, for the most part, it's pretty good work.
Do you have to go to school to learn what you're doing?
I didn't, but nowadays a lot of people do because there are classes in sound engineering and such. When I was young, there weren't many classes for that. So I just learned by going out and getting experience.
And you?
We're pretty much old school. We've been doing this a long time. So back when we were getting started in this, I first started working with rock and roll bands, just running around the country on tour, you know, doing stage work, and then eventually, you know, if you're smart, you get into the corporate end because they feed us good, they pay us good. We work in air conditioning in the summer and heat during the winter. So it's a much better deal than doing the rock and roll circuit.
How long have you been doing this job?
Oh my goodness, 35 years.
And you?
Let's see, better part of 25.
Do you think of retiring?
There is no retiring in show business. You either give it up, but I don't know many people who actually retire unless they work for a company and they work there for some time. There aren't many future benefits for individuals who freelance like we do. You need to plan for your own future, and put aside money and or some kind of resources for the future.
Do you think you'll be doing this job any longer?
Well, they'll probably cart my dead body out of here at the end of some gig. You know, they'll load me in a road case and just roll me on out. That's probably the way it's going to go. It's like with this business, once you get into it, you never really get out. I got out of it for a while and then came back. You know, once you have this in your blood, it's a good way to earn a living, and it's just, you know, it just becomes a way of life.
Pretty much, it's a blood, sweat, and tears kind of involvement. A lot of people are merely in it for the money and the business aspect. I know for me, it's my passion and my avocation, as well as my vocation. So I'm in it till my last days, probably.
What's the thing you don't like about your job?
The lunches. And that's true, you may laugh, but there's a lot of times when the client says, oh, we'll provide lunch and dinner and so on, but it ends up being cold cut sandwiches. And I've had probably 87,000 cold cut sandwiches on the job. Oh yeah. So it's the lunch.
What's yours?
Really, I think the one thing that bugs me the most is when you get stuck working with people that don't want to be here, you know, and that makes it tough, you know, because if everybody's here and everybody's trying to do the job and you've got a few people that just, you know, don't want to be here, it kind of makes the working conditions unpleasant. Other than that, I'm so used to eating the cold cuts, you know, I've learned to accept it.
Was this always your childhood dream?
Pretty much. When I was in 5th grade, we had a course in electricity. And as soon as I was able to make a complete circuit and realize, wow, the electrons flow from one end to the other, I realized that excited me, and I wanted to be in electricity or electronics somehow. And when I was about 11 or 12, I got involved with church musicals and performing. And then I started helping with actually setting up the show, and I've been doing that ever since.
And you?
I wanted to be a rock star. You know, I got involved in this because it got me close to the entertainment business, and I was working for friends of mine's bands, you know, as a roadie, and then started doing my own bands and tried that for a few years, and that was always, it was a fun thing to do, but it was never a very profitable thing to do. But I could always come back to this kind of work. So when I wasn't doing my own thing in my own band, I was working for other people's bands and scratching a living. So no, I wanted to get rich and be a rock star and all that. Now I'm kind of glad it didn't happen, because I see what happens to people who are rich and famous, and they don't have a life anymore. You know, they end up with no privacy, and sometimes I think it would just be more headaches than, you know, it would be worth it.
Are you happy with your job?
Most of the time. I'd say 97.5% of the time.
What's the other 3%?
There are times when the person who hires you may or may not pay you, may or may not appreciate your work, and may or may not realize that you're human and you need rest and breaks and things like that. So there's a lot of self-preservation involved, and sometimes the producers don't realize that.
The same for you?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, sometimes the clients that we work for, they just look at us as slave labor. And then other clients, you know, really do appreciate that we are skilled technicians and that we really, you know, have something to offer. It just depends. It's a 50-50 thing.
As in any people business, there are the people you like to work with, the people you don't. And that's pretty much what it boils down to, whether it's a good job or not such a good job.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with
Jeff Mousseau.
What do you do?
I'm the show director for the Computerworld Honors program.
Do you like your job?
Of course, it's a great, it's a really challenging opportunity. Very exciting because it's like sort of it's a live event, and you don't really know exactly how it's all going to play out until you're there the night of the show.
What is your least like of your job?
Say that again, I just didn't hear you.
What don't you like about your job?
Well, there's lots and lots of details related to the production in terms of the whole show coming together. And there's a lot of coordination, and at times that can get a little tiresome.
How long have you been doing this job?
Well, I started working on this particular show and working with the program in 1997. So this is, I guess, my 7th show. And we work kind of periodically throughout the year on it. And certainly for the last couple months, we've been working very intensively. One of the things about the job is that the people working on it are all over the country. And so it's interesting to kind of come together here in Washington for the actual show after having been working with each other over the phone a lot. And we do a lot through email and stuff like that.
Did you always think you would become this big working in computer world?
Well, I don't know about that part, but I thought you were going to ask me about working. One of the things that's great about this job is that working in this space is phenomenal. It's such a huge space and very impressive, and the art, the columns. It's just a great space. So it's really fun to be able to do a show in here. I come from a theater background, and I'm a theater director, and so most of my stuff is in smaller theaters. So this is a real exciting project in that way.
So this wasn't your childhood dream?
Say that again?
So this wasn't your childhood dream?
Well, directing, I think early on I knew I wanted to be a director. And I've always grew up liking award shows. What this is an award show. But I had never thought that one could actually do this. It was not something I originally thought about doing, but it certainly works. I mean, I've come to really enjoy working on this.
Do you think the hours are long?
They can be really long on certain days, like today. It's a long day because we're here. I was here at 7 a.m. and I won't probably leave until like midnight or 2 in the morning or something like that. But I work from home, so I can sort of schedule my day a bit around the other things I'm doing before we get to Washington. So it can be a long day, but it's at least I can control this schedule.
Will you ever consider leaving this job?
Well, I work with this project as well as working on other projects, so I don't work with this full-time year-round. I also direct plays, and for many years I was running a theater company. So this is part of sort of an overall kind of career that I have. And this is like a great, interesting, different kind of project than the other projects that I do, so I appreciate that.
Do you have to go to school?
Well, I'm not in school now, but a few years ago I went back to grad school, and I got my master's degree in theater. So while I was working on this show, I didn't necessarily need to go back to school, but I felt I wanted to because I wanted to just learn more and hopefully gain more experience while back in school, which I did.
How long do you have to attend school for this job?
Well, I went back. My degree is in theater, a graduate degree, Master's of Fine Arts in Theater, and that was a 3-year program.
Do you think this job is hard?
Is it hard? It can be difficult. It's a challenging position because there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of different elements in the show: audio, lighting, all the video. There's talent involved. And so there's a lot of different elements, and there's a lot of places where things could fall apart. So in that regard, it's a challenging position. And the other thing, like I was saying earlier, it all doesn't really come together until the night of the event. So that room for error can happen at any point. So it kind of keeps you on your toes all the way through.
Will you attend the awards tomorrow?
Oh, I'll definitely be here. I'll be running around with a headset on, kind of like doing, sort of like trying to keep it together, basically, keeping the show flow, happening and on schedule, and making sure people that are involved in the show itself are like up on stage when they need to be, and that we're following the script and all the cues are coming together. So I'm most certainly here.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News Team. And today I'm here with
Kelly Teichmiller.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
What do you do?
I am a self-employed, and I own my company, and I am currently doing theatrical lighting for a special party.
Okay, could you explain to me what you do?
What I'm doing right now is I am setting up fancy lighting like you would use in the theater for a play so that you could see the actors better, except that it is for a party so that the party looks more magical.
What do you like about your job?
Lots of good people to work with and a good pay.
What don't you like about your job?
I can't say that on TV.
How long have you been working in the business?
About 8 years.
Is it hard?
Sometimes, but you know, once you get to know what you're doing, it's not as hard.
And did you have to go to school for this?
No, but a lot of people do.
So you have to go to school for it. You don't have to, but it's optional.
Yes.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team, and today I'm here with
Stephen Rosen.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fine. Okay. Can you tell me what do you do?
I'm a lighting designer. I have a lighting design company called Available Light, and we're in Salem, Massachusetts, and I'm here lighting this event today.
Can you tell us what is your favorite part about your job?
Oh, there's a lot of favorite parts, but probably when it gets dark and all the lights come on for the first time and everybody starts to get really excited, because right now everybody's a little bit excited about the tables, but then when it gets dark and the theatrical lighting comes on, everybody just kind of gets goosebumps.
Okay, can you tell me what is your favorite type of lighting, or what would you like to do for these kinds of events?
Well, part of my job is to help make the evening not be so boring. You know, there's a lot of awards that are given out, and the people who are winning the awards are all very, very excited, but everybody else is kind of like waiting for to get it all done. And so part of my job is to keep it interesting and keep the pacing up.
So can you tell me what is your least favorite part of your job?
Oh, probably right about now when we're kind of mid-setup and I'm anxious to finish and I'm anxious to start composing lighting cues, and I'm waiting for everything around me to come together so I can do my work.
Can you can you show us what part of lighting you was doing just now before we interview you?
Oh, sure. Well, if you turn around, you'll see that we've set up a temporary lighting system that's in 3 parts behind the stage. That's to put backlight on the stage, which helps separate the people on the stage from their background. And then if you look up into the balconies to your left, you'll see that we're creating additional lighting positions very high up in the balconies.
Oh, I see.
And those positions are twofold. They are both to light the eating area where everybody's sitting down for dinner. There are also positions up there to light people's faces when they're on stage. And there's also a couple of follow spots up there so that when the award winners win their awards and they get up from their tables, the follow spots help carry them to the stage, and that's a special moment.
Are there any difference between these 2 types of lights?
Oh, there are probably a half a dozen different kinds of lights up here, and they all serve different roles. Everything from the follow spots to pattern projectors, where we can project color and texture on the stage. There's also automated color scrollers, so we can actually watch the color change on the stage. That's kind of fun.
What's your favorite color to use?
GAM 850, which is a primary blue.
Okay, thank you for your time.
My pleasure. You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team. And today I'm here with
Jack Lazarowski.
Hi, what do you do?
Well, I'm the designer for the show. My responsibility is for how it looks visually. I make the awards that are presented, and I do things like paint this boat for the stage and all the things that happen on the tables. My son is the main designer, but I'm helping him do that. And what else would you like to know?
What is this supposed to represent?
Well, the theme for the awards banquet this year is cosmic resonance, and that kind of has to do with sound, among other things. So what we did was on the table, we made lots of things, designed things that when they bang together, you know, make a nice sound. These things here. And then what's going to happen is that everyone at the table, while they're dining, the waiters will bring around trays full of materials that would make these things and anything else they want to do. And little by little, they'll make constructions on the tables.
Okay, as when my KWN news team was here before 3 years ago, we noticed that there was like a big bridge over it. Are y'all gonna do that same thing, like the same design here this year?
Well, not necessarily. I remember that year. I remember when your team was here, and we had these big sticks that went over the top and kind of made it like a hemisphere, and then there was a mirror on the table, and you could see the hemisphere down below, so it made a big sphere. And so the constructions that year got kind of big and all over the place because we had this stuff to attach to. And this year, we have a lot of the same materials to offer them. But with the tree, I'm imagining that things will be a little smaller this year, a little more intimate and maybe a little more detailed. But maybe not. You never know. I mean, you give people some time and a lot of materials. Who knows what they'll do with them?
So you say you painted the boat.
Yep.
How long did it actually take you to finish it?
Well, that boat we've used for 3 years. The first year it was kind of white and green, and last year it was kind of red and blue, and this year it's blue and gold trim. And it's actually, you mustn't tell anybody, but it's a plastic boat underneath. It's supposed to look like an old wooden boat, but it's just a plastic boat. And so every year we hose it down with a power washer and take off last year's paint, and then we start all over again and we put another coat of paint on it, and we kind of make it funky, you know, to try to make it look like it's old and like it's been around for a while, because the awards banquet is kind of like, it's about a journey and where people have been with their technology. It's about IT, information technology. So the theme for the last couple of years has been about this traveling, and the boat is kind of it's a lectern. It's where they speak from and where the awards get handed out. But it's also kind of a symbol of this idea of traveling and where are you going with your business? Where's the world going? It's kind of about traveling.
Okay, from what we see now, the boat looks kind of small. So how are the people who are really tall going to be able to speak into the mics? Are they going to have to bend down or what?
Well, here, I'll get up there and you can see what it's like. Right there.
But say somebody is like much taller than you, how are they going to be able to speak into the mic? Or the mic like surround sound?
Oh yeah, they are, and they're adjustable too. You can bring them up to whatever height they need to bring them up to.
Okay, thank you for your time and cooperation.
And we have, there are people that are your height too, so it's got to work for you as well as somebody that's up here. I mean, we wouldn't want you to be buried behind the lectern, right?
Yes. What do you like about your job?
Oh, I like playing. It's not many jobs where you're invited to play, and I get to play a lot.
What don't you like about your job?
Oh, well, it's always stressful, because like this evening happens. Tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, the things start ticking, and everything's got to be just right. And, there's no going backwards, It's all got to be done right then. So it can be stressful, especially if something breaks or it doesn't happen the way you think it's supposed to happen, or something doesn't arrive, and you have to kind of fix it on the run.
How long have you been working on the boat here?
Oh, I did this boat about a week ago, and it took me, 3 or 4 hours to paint.
How long have you been here today?
Well, this particular trip, we arrived yesterday at 8:30. We put in a full day yesterday, and we'll be probably here till, 10, 11 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow we'll be here. The program starts around 5, and it'll be over about 11. And after that, we got to pick up everything and clean up and put it together and schlep it home. And my family and I will get on a plane Tuesday morning, and we'll fly home to Vermont. That's where we live.
We live in New York.
You live in New York?
Brooklyn.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Did you guys come down just to do the show?
Yes.
And to do an interview? Good. Good for you. I remember when the crew from your group was here 3 years ago. They were sitting in the back over there, and they were really good designers. Everybody else was at the table kind of figuring, what are we supposed to do here? And they just jumped into it and made wonderful things. You guys got great imagination.
Do you think that the fountain will be on, or will they cover it?
The fountain will be running during the dinner hour when people are at the tables and working on their art and eating. But then when the program starts, they shut it off because it makes so much noise that you can't hear over the mics too well.
Hey, how many seats are there at one table?
There are 10 people to a table, and there are 43 tables. So there are 430 people coming tomorrow night.
Okay, but say it's only 5 people. Are 5 other people going to have to sit at the same table, or do we have their own table? Do they have their own table?
Well, some of the tables are mixed. Like, you have 5 in your group? Well, there'll be 5 other people at the table. It might be me, I don't know. I'm not in charge of the seating. But usually they'll have 1 or 2 or maybe 3 groups combined at one table. And the award winners and the finalists and stuff tend to be a little bit more in the front, you know. And they'll probably, you know, like the chairman, the fellow who actually runs the program and is responsible for it, will probably be in one of these tables right up front. And people like me, the workers and people that, you know, have peripheral jobs will probably be out on the edge. Or I may have something to do that keeps me so busy that I don't even get around to sitting down and eating. That happens too sometimes.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Oh, it's my pleasure meeting. What was your name again?
Eternity.
Eternity. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Had a good time.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team, and today I'm interviewing
Dan Morrow.
How are you doing today?
I'm just doing great. How are you?
Fine. What do you do?
I'm the director of the Computerworld Honors program.
Could you tell me about your job?
Sure. For almost 20 years now, I've been the head of the Computerworld Honors Foundation staff. And our job each year has been to ask 100 chairmen and CEOs of the most important information technology companies in the world. Companies that make computer hardware, computer software, make telephone equipment, or help people make it work efficiently or install it. Each year I ask 100 chairmen of those companies who in the entire world they think is using this technology in ways that has a have a positive effect on their fellow human beings, a positive effect on mankind. And each year, those chairmen nominate about 5, 6 just outstanding users of the technology, and we go collect the stories. We find out what people are using computers to do. Sometimes they're using computers to land rovers on Mars. Sometimes they're using computers to design airplanes or do special effects for movies like Jurassic Park or Toy Story. Sometimes they're teachers who have begged or borrowed or stolen computers to use in schools to teach kids how to read and do better mathematics and get into better schools. So we get 400 or 500 great stories of people who are doing just extraordinary things with computers. We collect those stories, and then they become part of a collection at the well, when we first started, they became part of a collection at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. Now they're on the World Wide Web and become part of the permanent research collections at well over 150 national archives, libraries, and museums in 54 countries all over the world. So that's what I get to do each day.
What is your favorite part of your job?
I guess the thing I get to do is talk to these extraordinary people who are solving some of the most important problems in the world, and collect their stories so that their children and their grandchildren and their grandchildren's children will be able to see them and hear them talk and describe how they use this technology to do really good work. I get to do the same sort of thing you're doing now with all those people from all over the world.
What is your least favorite thing about your job?
It's hard to say about the least favorite thing because my job is so much fun. I think the thing that I like to do, the days that are my least favorite are the days when I'm not out collecting great stories, when I'm just at the office doing paperwork, filling out forms, doing all the kinds of things you need to do to make the business operate efficiently. When I'm not doing the fun part, those are the bad parts. That's a terrible answer, isn't it?
Who was your favorite person to work with?
My favorite person to work with? That's a really hard question because all the folks on our team are really, really good. Alex Cuddeback, who's the editor of our journal, is really a great person to work with. He's very well organized and he's very smart. So day to day, I think probably he's one of my favorites. If I had to choose just one, but all the folks on my team are great. If I'm talking about all the people I've worked with in nearly 20 years of doing this, that's like asking, who's your favorite child? They're all your favorites, and it's hard to pick one that you love more than the other. Some of the ones that are, I think, the most fun. No, that wouldn't be fair. I can't do that. I can't pick one. That's a good question and a very, very hard question.
Who was your least favorite to work with?
Oh, my least favorite person to work with. That's a hard question, too. I think if you do anything for 20 years, you always run into folks who either don't understand why you're doing what you're doing or want to make something of it that it isn't. I think I can't name a person who's my least favorite, but my least favorite kinds of people are those who don't love the technology for what it does and the problems it solves, but think of it only as a way to make money. I think those are my least favorite people.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
You're certainly welcome.
We're in front of the White House. See, we're at the President's house. Mary.
Oh, you can tell that the president is not home because the flag is halfway down, and also because Reagan died.
Beautiful. Look at Antoinette. You can't see me. I'm invisible.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
It's the back of the White House? I'm in back of the White House.
Get a picture of you, just you by yourself. Just a picture of you. Everybody else got it.
Say hi, Eternity.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, now everybody hold the shirt. One picture. And we'll move on.
Look right behind you. See that?
See? Look at that big building.
What's the name of that?
The Washington Monument.
Yeah, I knew that.
Perfect view. Turn around back to y'all. Let's go to the back of the White House. Eternity's in front of the White House. And she's leaving. Go, Eternity.
There's the Washington.
See it? That's where he gave his speech, I think.
Who gave the speech? Martin Luther King.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I have a dream speech. His famous speech.
Yes. And we was born on the same day.
That's my building. I created it with my hocus pocus and magic. Took a picture?
Last week, Memorial Day. This where you wanted to go? Okay, now we're at the World War II Memorial, which my mother's father served in. God bless him. And here we walk down. Ooh, don't that look good? Now we walking. Oh, there go Mr. Ghosty. Okay, hold on for now. It's so hot out here.
Women now were taking over and building the planes.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey. I'm here with the PS41's KWN Snoozy, and today I'm interviewing.
What they do? You have to talk loud.
What's your name?
Charlie Grotch.
Hi. What do you think about the World War II Memorial?
Well, it's fantastic. Beautiful. I couldn't wait to come here.
What have you learned so far?
Well, I met a friend from, I guess most of the stuff, World War II, I know about anyway, because I was there 2.5 years.
You were there?
Yeah. And we landed in France after the invasion. And we went up into Germany, and then we went down back down to into Austria. I was coming home, and they had me all set to go home. And I take this back now. I was supposed to go to Italy because I wanted to see where my grandparents lived. And it was after 3 weeks. How am I doing?
Great.
After 3 weeks, we were supposed to go to Italy. My first sergeant came up to me and said, well, he said, you better pack up, you're going home. And I was really teed off. I was mad because I wanted to go to Italy. You'd think I'd want to go home after being in the war zone, you know, for so long. But then I had to get on a plane, and then we went to England, and there I stood. It was three and a half weeks in England waiting for the boat. I could have gone to Italy and back.
Was it hard in the war?
Was it hard? Well, I was kind of lucky, I'll be honest with you. I was in a section chief in ordnance, and we didn't do much fighting, but we did get surrounded at the Battle of Bulge.
Were you scared?
Yes, I was scared because they weren't taking prisoners. They were taking them out in the field and shooting them. But then Patton came up from the south, and he broke the line, and that was practically the end of the war.
What was your most favorite part about being in the war?
Favorite talk?
Your favorite part.
Your favorite part of the war?
Well, I hate to tell her. Well, you know. Social, yeah. People were nice, yeah. People were real nice.
What's your worst favorite? What don't you like about the war?
Well, what I didn't like about the war was too many people got killed.
Were any of your family members in the war?
What do you think? My immediate family you talk about? No, none. Just only myself.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Okay, what's your name?
Eternity.
Huh?
Eternity. Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41s, Kevin and Snoozy. And today I'm interviewing
Larry Hatch.
And
Bill Cancer.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you feel about the World War II Memorial?
I think it's really impressive, very impressive, and I'm surprised that they wanted to do it, but it's very nice, and I am honored, and I really appreciate it. But my country's done so much for me. I know when I get out of the Army, I went to a year of art school and worked on the newspaper in Washington, Times Herald, and then I went to college. And I went to college for 4 years. So I really and truly got 5 years of GI Bill. And it was mighty nice of them to do that. And I don't know. I was glad to be in the Army. I volunteered. I tried to get in the Navy, and I had arthritis when I was a kid, so I didn't. They turned me down. So I was so embarrassed and ashamed, and I went to the Army, and I lied and said no, I was okay, and I did everything that everybody else did. We were at Fort Bragg and took paratrooper training. We were right next to the paratroopers. We did everything they did, like duck walk all around the parade field, running every day, running. And we even never walked, something the paratroopers didn't do. We didn't walk into the barracks. We always went up and down ropes just to get in the barracks. But I was supposed to go to OCS in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, after 13 weeks basic training. But I didn't get 13 weeks. At the end of 8 weeks, they came in, they took everybody and sent me to North Africa.
What is OCS?
Say it again?
What is OCS?
Oh, Officers Candidate School. It's just a place to teach you to fire cannons. And anyway, I went overseas and I joined two as a replacement, and I was, well, I was a replacement for two National Guard groups that had been through the whole North African campaign, and they were from East Tennessee and South Carolina, and I joined them, and I became a wireman, laying telephone wire and repairing it when the shells would cut the wire up. And then later I started working up in the front, I mean on the infantry front, with the infantry, with the radio, carried a SCR radio, SCR 610 radio, and we would fire the guns and trying to hit the Germans, and when they would fire, sometimes they had VT fuses. Also, we had when a shell would go off over up in the air, it would do more damage. So these fuses would go off in the air, and sometimes they would go off over us. But that worked out. We did very well. We, out of 30 months overseas, I was up on the artillery line with the infantry, firing the artillery 20 months. Counted it up one time. That's had to. Well, anyway, I'm talking a lot and saying not much, but the fact that I came home and became a history teacher, I guess I've relived that war so much. Kids always love to hear about the war and get you off the subject from the school books, but I had a good life.
How many years were you in the war?
Well, I was overseas doing 30 months, but I was in just a little less than 3 years. And so you have, it's been an honor for you to talk to you, and I hope you get some good out of this. And all you got to do is read and think and study and stick with it. What's your name?
Eternity.
Eternity? Wow, what a name. That's a great name. You're mighty fortunate, someone that thought up a great name like that.
Go ahead. Where are you?
Up the stairs to the Lincoln Memorial.
Go ahead.
That's a lot of stairs. I can't do it. Come on, stay.
When you don't find it, then I'll shoot.
Okay. As you may see, I was the first one to climb those stairs. And the one who was bragging about it didn't make like I was the first one. Me. After me.
I only see this one.
Eternity's going to use magic to go on this foot.
Yeah, she bragged about touching his foot.
Yeah, she can't do that. This should.
Compared to that, the
Hello,
Lincoln
viewer.
Memorial. We're at the Lincoln Memorial, and above Abraham are the words that says, "In this temple, as in the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever and ever and ever." Holla.
Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Long speech, but we only read the first paragraph.
And let's begin. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. There you go, a little taste of what Abraham
Lincoln
said. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful sight.
Our nation honors
Her sons and daughters who answered the call to defend the country they never knew and the people they never met. 1950 Korean.
This is for you, Grandpa. God bless you. See, Mommy. This is for your father and for my father. It served in the it served. I don't know what he did, but he was in the army.
It's easy if they find parts of
We are now at the Vietnam Memorial. These are the names of all the people that died. Thank you.
And some, as they say, if you see a diamond, zoom up. If you see a diamond next to the name, that means that the people died. And if you see a cross, that means they never made it home.
Where's the cross at?
We don't hardly see any crosses.
It's still sad. So many people died.
Mostly they're diamonds.
Here's the cross. This person never made it home. Probably a prisoner of war. That's sad. There's a lot of diamonds.
There's a light.
They dig on Mary Xanthos.
Somebody left her rose. So sad.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN news team, and today I'm interviewing.
Yes, we're delighted to have you here at the Computerworld Honors program. This is a program where we recognize the people who have used information technology to benefit other people from healthcare, education, and social services. And we have people from all over the world coming here from 56 countries, and we'll be selecting the 10 top winners from a group of over 250 candidates.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Patrick McGovern. I'm the chairman of the Chairman's Committee of the Computerworld Honors Program.
What do you do?
What do? I run an worldwide information company. We publish about 300 magazines and newspapers and about 400 websites about information technology.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Well, the one I like best is I can continue to learn new things, because we're a big journalism organization, so we ask people a lot of questions and keep learning new things, and I get to travel around the world, visit about 30 countries every year, and talk to hundreds and hundreds of very interesting people.
What's your least favorite part of your job?
Oh, the least favorite part. Well, I'd say sometimes you can find out that communication links are not easily available in some developing countries, and so you can't get the internet as easily or wireless links. So it's frustrating not to be up to date with everything as you travel around the world.
What's your favorite technology?
Oh, I like I like the technology of the internet because it gives me access to the world knowledge base, and does so with a high bandwidth very quickly and effectively.
What is your least favorite technology?
Oh, least favorite technology. Well, let's see. It's hard to know what would be a least favorite. I could say maybe voice recognition, because it never quite is accurate enough to be fully useful. It's still ambiguous, so it doesn't make a complete understanding of what you say.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team. Today I'm interviewing
Olivia Frost.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you do?
I'm a professor at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Could you explain your job to me?
I teach, and I'm also associate dean, which means that I'm responsible for the master's and doctoral program at the School of Information, which is the unit that I have my responsibilities in.
What do you teach?
I teach organization of information, which is cataloging, classifying, how to find information on the internet, how to find information in your personal files.
If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
I would like greater understanding among people, which I think would lead to world peace.
What if you could change one thing about education, what would it be?
I would like to see education accessible to kids of all economic and social backgrounds, and not have to have kids depend on the resources of their parents or their own economic status. I'd like to see all kids have equal access to education.
What's your favorite part of technology?
My favorite part of technology is the World Wide Web, because it allows people to find information and share information without having to have a detailed background in computer technology.
What's your least favorite part of technology?
My least favorite part of technology is when things go wrong and the computer crashes and you get spam. You get lots of spam, and it really clogs up my email, and that's what I dislike the most about technology.
My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News team, and I'm here with
Merritt Lutz.
What do you do?
I'm with Morgan Stanley, and I am the delegate for Morgan Stanley to nominate people for the chairman's committee.
Do you enjoy doing your job?
Oh yeah, I do, very definitely. I run a portfolio of strategic investments for Morgan Stanley.
What don't you like about your job?
I like it. I don't dislike anything about my job. I really don't. It's a great job.
What is your favorite technology?
My favorite technology? Jeez. I think that some of the new human interfaces are very, very exciting. The 3D human interfaces are very exciting. I like those. I like the iPod too. You know, I like all that stuff.
What is your least favorite technology?
My least favorite technology, anything that's boring and old, is my least favorite.
What was your first experience with a computer?
My first experience with a computer was in 1967.
What happened then?
I was a programmer at the time.
Something bad went wrong?
Pardon?
Something went wrong?
No, I just wasn't very good. And it was very, very hard at the time. Very hard. The languages were very primitive. And I wasn't particularly prepared from a school standpoint to be able to do it.
Who is your mentor or inspiration?
My mentor? Inspiration? Anybody who's my current boss.
Who is your hero?
My hero? Oh, gee. It does it have to be in technology?
No, it could be your mother. Anybody.
I guess it's a band director I had at Michigan State University.
If you could change places with anybody, who would it be?
Nobody.
Nobody?
No.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PS41 Skip News News team, and today I'm here with
Mary Fran Johnson, the editor-in-chief of Computerworld.
How are you doing today?
Very well.
I love your dress.
Thank you so much. I was thinking I love yours too.
Thank you. Okay, can you tell us about your job?
Yes, my job is I run the newspaper, Computerworld, which is a 200,000 circulation news weekly paper that goes to information technology professionals and managers.
All right, can you tell us what is your favorite technology?
I think my favorite technology is actually the cell phone. Well, it's not a computer, is it? But it's a way that you can communicate with people wherever you are. And a runner-up after that would probably be those personal digital assistants, PDAs, because they can be very helpful in carrying around your calendar and your date book. Basically, I like any technology that helps me do my job better and makes my life easier.
So would I. Can you tell me what is your least favorite technology?
My least favorite technology. I have to think about that one. Do I have a technology I don't like? It might be those cameras, those spy cameras that are everywhere, where all of a sudden you look up and someone's taking your picture, only you haven't put your best face on. So I think that kind of technology probably I don't like so much.
Either would I, having somebody just videotaping you.
Videotaping you, yes.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PS41 Skip News News team, and today I'm interviewing.
And you're asking me my name, Beth Herman.
I'm Benush Venugopal.
How are you doing today?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine. Okay, can you start off about telling us about your job?
I am the director of marketing for our consulting practice in the Southeast and for our public sector practice, which is all of our government clients.
And you?
I'm a project manager for Deloitte Consulting. We put together projects for our clients.
Can you tell me, what is your favorite technology?
I think the internet and working with the internet, just the fact that you get so much information that it's at your fingertips. I like that part.
And then what would you do if they never invented the internet?
Well, see, I don't know, because they have now.
I know I don't normally use it, but it sounds very important because mostly everybody answers internet. How about you?
What do I like most about technology? Or
what is your favorite technology?
My favorite technology? Oh, gosh. That's a tough one. Let me see. I would have to say like office productivity software, like Microsoft Word and Excel and all that stuff.
What is your least favorite technology?
I think all those phone calls that you get, you know, that they just dial you up at the dinner hour. I think that's my least favorite technology.
So you don't like that many phone calls?
All those sales calls. Do you know that if you took all of the information that had ever been done and you put it in one pile and you just set a number in time in 1964, then you would have doubled all the information in the world in 11 years. and then you would have doubled it again in 6 years, and then you would have doubled it again in 2 years, and now we are doubling the amount of information that's available in the world at about every 3 months. That's really what technology has done. Exponential growth.
What is your least favorite technology?
I would have to say emails, because I get a lot of them and I can't keep up. I can't keep up with them. So all that emails flooding my inbox and making me work more.
But would you think that that invention should have never been discovered, or you think it's okay to have?
I think it's really made a big difference to the way we operate, but I wish they had come up with a way of regulating it, so like the spam people didn't get a hold of it, so they don't send you all this junk email.
So can you tell me, what do you think about, if you could change anything in the world, what would you change?
I can think of 1,000 trite answers that... What would I change? I think I'd do away with evil.
Can you repeat that?
I would do away with evil.
Oh, why would you do that?
Why? Because then you'd end death and suffering and pain.
So you want the world to be a more better place?
I definitely want the world to be a better place.
Same question. What would you do if you could change anything in the whole entire world? What would you change?
I would change ignorance and discrimination.
Why is that?
Because I think people would all get along a lot better if they didn't judge other people and wouldn't discriminate.
If you could change anything about education, what would you change?
I'd have more focus on reading early on, and I would find more creative ways to keep students involved and connected.
Same question. What would you change about education?
I would have to agree with Beth. I think kids need to be read to very early, and that takes time and patience, but I think if you do that, I think it'll cultivate a trend of, reading as they grow up.
Okay, last question. What do you think about the PS41 Skip Winners News team? What do you think about the PS41 Skip Winners News team, a.k.a. our team?
I think you guys are fabulous, and I expect to see you someday when you're famous.
Thank you very much. And same question.
I think you guys are very brave to do this in front of all these very intimidating people all dressed up very fancy. So keep it up and go for it. Good job.
Thank you, and thank you for your cooperation.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team, and today I'm interviewing.
Hi, my name is Gene Henry. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
And?
Gavin Harris from Atlanta, Georgia as well.
We're both with Computer Associates.
What do you do?
I'm a sales manager in the Atlanta location for a couple of large accounts. One of them is represented here by a potential honoree.
What do you do?
Same thing as Gene, sales for Computer Associates.
What is the hardest part of your job?
Hardest part of my job? You want to be completely truthful, the hardest part of the job is making sales quota. When you're in sales, you have a number you have to make. That's always hard to do because they're big numbers.
Same question.
I would say sometimes it's having to work through some of the internal process and dealing with the internal people. The customers are great to work with, but you have to do just as much selling with your internal constituents as you do with your customers.
What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of the job, honestly, is dealing with the customer people. It's always a stimulating environment. There are a lot of smart people, and in my case, I particularly enjoy working with all the young guys. It keeps me younger.
Same question.
I like in sales that you're outside, and you get to go out and meet with lots of different people and different customers, and you're not staying behind the same desk every day. So I really like that aspect.
What is your favorite part of, not your job, but of your favorite thing?
My favorite thing, I love to play golf. I love to play golf. And my favorite golfer is Tiger Woods, in case you want to know.
Same question.
I would say I like going to sporting events. I like college football and I like baseball. Went to Baltimore yesterday and saw the Orioles game. So I love going and experiencing sports like that.
What is your favorite technology?
Well, I've been in the business a long time, and I've dealt with hardware, and now I deal with software. So, and I know this sounds self-serving, but I particularly enjoy the software because I think software is what enables the hardware to do stuff. So, you know, the computers are faster and faster, but unless you got good software to get things out of them, they're just metal. And I particularly enjoy the software side of the business.
Same question.
I would have to say Amazon.com. It's probably the best thing in technology. Being able to go on the internet and buy anything you want and have it shipped right to your door. It's an amazing concept.
Hello, my name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with...
Good evening, Shanna. How are you?
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Craig Georgieff. I'm from the province of Ontario in Canada.
What do you do?
I'm the Corporate Chief Information Officer for the Government of Ontario.
Do you enjoy your job?
I love my job. It's varied, it's interesting, it's exciting, it's important.
What is your least favorite thing about your job?
Probably the pay scale. Unfortunately, civil servants don't get paid all that much. However, it's very interesting work, and I'm sure that at the end of the day, I can go home knowing that we've done well and that we've increased the viability and the life experience for the people of the province of Ontario, and that's good.
What did you win your medal for?
I'm sorry?
What did you win your medal for?
We actually embarked on a project which is called a Network of Networks, which is the notion of connecting all Ontarians so that they can achieve the benefits of the current technological society. And we're working on that project right at the moment and bringing broadband to everybody, bringing the connectivity, bringing the services of government, bringing the economic advantage that enables for everybody within the province and the businesses of Ontario.
Are you proud of yourself?
Absolutely. I'm proud not of myself, because as Corporate Chief Information Officer, I actually do very little work, but I really am impressed. I'm proud of the people that work in the province of Ontario, and I'm proud of the civil servants that have made this possible for us to attend this glorious event.
What is your favorite kind of technology?
What is my favorite?
Technology.
My favorite technology right now is probably my BlackBerry, which is produced by RIM Technologies in Waterloo, Ontario. It keeps us connected. It keeps me available 24 hours a day, and that's important, I think, when you are in the technology arena. So it's good fun.
What is your least favorite technology?
Probably my least favorite technology is the fax machine. Those things that sit there and spew out paper all of the time, and these days at least it's 90% advertisements and things from vendors that are trying to get to me to try to sell me stuff. So it's not really my favorite.
What was your first experience with a computer?
Oh, unfortunately, I was a graduate long time ago, probably long before you were born. And I actually worked on a whole bunch of machines, an Olivetti machine, a PDP machine, and IBM 1130, probably dating myself, but the very first system I ever wrote was a bargaining system for a company called Canadian Longyear, and it was written in Fortran many years ago, ran on 8K, if you can believe it, and it was a complete bargaining system with benefits, etc. So I know that my gray hair is justly earned.
How long have you been doing your job?
I've been doing my job for probably 35 years now.
Who is your mentor and inspiration?
My mentor and inspiration is a gentleman by the name of Courtney Pratt, who's the president of Stelco Canada, which is a major steel company. A very fine gentleman, a very wise gentleman, a very knowledgeable gentleman, and a very human-oriented person. And certainly, if I could emulate him and his compassion and his regard for fellow man, I would be well advised.
Who would you trade places with if you had the chance to?
You right now. I would love to be a lovely young lady in a world that's looking forward into the future and all of the exciting things that are about to come. As I look into my past and the growth of information technology and the use of technology, when I look at your age group and I look at what's about to come, it's exciting for someone my age. It's somewhat fearsome. But I do think that you have something to look forward to that'll be much more than anything that were at the sort of the genesis of things like the internet and computers and the utilization of information technology to grow the economy. It has no bounds, and so I'd like to be you.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PSIS 41 Skip Witness News team, and today I'm interviewing.
Pardon me?
Your name?
Donald Thatcher.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good.
All right, let's start it off, but can you tell us about your job?
Sure. I work for Hewlett-Packard, and I'm an account manager based in Pennsylvania, working with the higher education marketplace.
What brings you to Washington?
We nominated one of my customers, Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center, for one of the Computerworld Awards.
What is your favorite type of technology?
My favorite type of technology? I'd be torn between my laptop computer and my cell phone.
Why you can't go without your cell phone or your laptop?
Yeah, I use them both every day, just about. Probably use my cell phone more, actually, but my computer is much more functional, so those are probably my two favorite forms of technology.
What's your least favorite technology?
My least favorite technology? I would say my DVD VCR player that I recently purchased. I haven't been able to get all of the functionality to work yet, so I'm not liking it very much right now.
Would you be returning it?
I don't think I'll return it. I think it's something, the way I cabled it up, that doesn't allow me to actually record on the VCR portion.
Oh, so you can't like burn CDs and nothing?
It doesn't have the ability to burn DVDs or CDs, but it has the ability to record on the VCR. It's a combination of VCR and DVD.
Yeah, on different sides.
All one, right. And I can't get the VCR to record properly.
If you could change anything in the world, what would you change?
If I could change anything in the world, I think it would probably be the way people interact and relate with one another, fostering a world that's more caring, more nurturing of people, as opposed to maybe as competitive and things like that. More a world where we help one another instead of trying to get ahead of one another.
So you want to help along, one hand washes the other, helping each other, right?
Sure.
If you could change anything about education, what would you change?
Well, I think the most important thing about education, and I think that they're trying to change it, but it's how we relate to students today. I think that the student of today is different than the student of yesterday. So I think it's important that we change the way we educate kids today, as opposed to just using the methods of the past. Children today are very driven by, video and audio, and they're able to take in multiple sounds and multitask much better than I think students of the past, and I think they much prefer to learn in that environment.
Okay, thank you for your time and cooperation.
You're welcome. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Two lovely girls.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PIS 41 Skip Witness News team, and today I'm here with
George Kurtz with Foundstone.
How are you doing tonight?
Doing very well.
So can you start off telling us what is your job?
I'm the CEO of Foundstone, which is an enterprise vulnerability management company, and we find the security flaws that the bad guys actually break into. So across corporate America, we actually work with some of the largest customers and find their security problems before the bad guys are able to break into them.
So it's a very interesting job.
Absolutely. I get to work with some of the largest companies, and I get to work in cutting-edge technology and a field that's evolving, and that's something that's very exciting to me.
What is your favorite technology?
My favorite technology is probably anything that has to do with wireless technology. I just don't like being tethered down with cords, and anything that I can have that's wireless is just more convenient for me.
More easier, less tangle, or that just go?
Just go, absolutely.
What's your least favorite technology?
Least favorite technology is probably the mainframe. And I think the mainframe is something that's necessary but not as exciting as some of the more cutting-edge technologies that have just come out.
So can you tell us, if you could change anything in the world, what would you change?
If I could change anything in the world, it would probably be to leverage technologies just to help countries and people facilitate getting along and focus on creating rather than destroying.
So can you tell me, where would you recommend from getting the best technology? What store would you recommend?
What store would I recommend getting best technology? Well, probably the Apple store. I actually happen to like a lot of the new Apples that have come out, and they do a good job in helping people pick out computers and leverage, you know, the systems that they have.
Okay, thank you for your time and your cooperation.
Okay, thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team. And today I'm interviewing
Bart Desai.
Hi, what do you do?
I work for California Department of Transportation. I'm a deputy director for the Bay Area in the arena of maintenance and toll collection.
I heard that you work for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, that's true. Yes, he's our governor.
Your governor?
Yeah, he's our governor, and I work for State of California Department of Transportation, which is under him.
Okay, is it hard working for him?
Is it hard working for him? No, I think he's been a very great governor so far. He's making a lot of changes. He's passed our budget on time, or at least appears that it will happen this year. Or the budget will pass on time. He's making some changes. He's man of action.
Is it fun working for him?
Yes. Yes.
Why is it so fun?
Well, because it's fun because you know that he's a man of action, and he has taken some steps in the and he is very quick in making decisions. He just doesn't sit on issues, and he makes his decisions quick, and that makes it easy for guys like us. We know where we're going.
Hi, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team, and today I'm interviewing
David Barry.
And
Bill Bass.
And
Max Hopper.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you do?
Well, I'm retired, but I spent most of my career in information technology. So building companies, working with companies, and trying to make things better in the world with using technology to do it.
What do you do?
Let me add one thing about Max, though. Max invented the stuff where we make plane reservations, where we go flying. He invented the stuff so that we all end up on the right airplane and going to the right place. That's pretty cool. I just sell clothes. No. On the internet. On the internet. I sell clothes on the internet.
That's a great job.
What do you do?
I don't work in technology, but I use technology, and I work in marketing research at the Washington Post, where we use technology to report on a lot of different kinds of people and what they do and what types of media they use, like you'll be in one day.
Oh, hey, I see that you have 2 medals. Could you tell me what they're for?
Well, one, the Smithsonian gave us an award about 15 years ago for Sabre. It was the first airline reservation system. And then I received an award about 3 years ago for leadership in the use of technology throughout industry.
Okay, could you show me which one is?
Well, this was the first one, and this was the second one.
Oh, they're both for the same thing?
Slightly different.
They're both for the same thing, right?
Yeah, well, this was for the first, and this was the second.
Okay. I see you have a medal. Could you tell me what this is for?
I have a medal for selling clothes on the internet, and we got our medal at his second medal was the same as my first medal. I aspire to have a second medal.
How come you don't have any medals?
Because I don't work in technology, but I helped the organizer of this event set it up more than 10 years ago, or close to 15 years ago. So I get to come.
Are you glad to be here?
I am very glad to be here. It's a beautiful building, great people. It's very interesting to see everything that goes on in the world of technology and how it's applied in all sorts of different fields.
Are you glad to be here?
Every year I try and come back to this because I have such a good time here.
Are you glad to be here?
Oh, very much. This is my, I think, fourth time, fifth time, and it's always a lot of fun.
Are you think you're going to get another award?
Oh, I don't think so. I think I've won all the awards they're going to give me.
You think you're going to get any awards this year?
We're not up for an award this year. We're old guys that come back to clap for the new people that get awards.
And do you think you're going to get an award?
I'm not going to get any awards this year, but I just watch the people who do.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did a very good job.
Thank you. You have a very pretty name, by the way.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with
Jacobo Bielak.
What do you do?
I am a scientist, a seismologist, and a computation scientist in Pittsburgh at Carnegie Mellon University and the Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center.
Do you enjoy your job?
Very much so.
What don't you like about your job?
Why don't I like? Writing proposals so often that every few years we need to go back and get additional funding to continue our work. That's really the hardest part of all. Doing the work I like very much. Once we have the funding so that they can have students.
What do you like mostly about your job?
About my job? I like the enigma of trying to find, when we start our problems, we don't know what we're going to encounter. And then we want to see, so when we obtain things that we didn't understand before, it's very exciting. So when I study earthquakes.
What's your favorite kind of technology?
My kind of technology, nowadays, computational technology. Information technology.
What is your least favorite technology?
Oh, is this anonymous? In some cases, technology that can be destructive when it doesn't have to be.
What was your first experience with a computer?
Oh, that's a good question. My first experience was when I was an undergraduate. And I used to go to a ministry office in Mexico where I graduated, where they would let me come in at 9 o'clock at night and work all night in a machine that was used for payroll to do my first research. It was a very small one. It was the size, bigger than this table, it was the size of that, and it had the power of a calculator.
Who is your inspiration or mentor?
Again, that's a good question. I actually had a scientist in Mexico who was, in every respect, human and scientific. His name was Emilio Rosenbluth. And I can say I model after him. Unfortunately, he died young. So he was the one, if I have to think of one.
What do you think about us, KWN News?
About which? Oh, you're wonderful. I'm so glad that you're interviewing me. Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So, what organization is this? I don't know. I'm not from this area.
This is in our school. We have a program in our school.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then you actually show it to other kids? Do you submit it for actual showed for television or something like that?
This is for Panasonic.
That's wonderful.
Thank you for your time and cooperation. Thank you. My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with
Hiroshi Ikukawa, Science Counselor at the Japanese Embassy.
What do you do?
I'm a science counselor at the Japanese Embassy, so I deal with the science and technology related cooperation between the United States and Japan.
Do you enjoy your job?
Yes, pretty much.
What don't you like about your job?
Well, it's very busy. So.
What is your favorite technology?
Pardon me?
What is your favorite technology?
Well, I'm currently interested in nanotechnology because it's a kind of state-of-the-art technology. So, yes.
What is your least favorite technology?
Well, it's very difficult to mention that, but well, I don't have anything.
What was your first experience with a computer?
Computer. Well, my country developed a simulator that is the world's largest, fastest supercomputer in the world. So that is something I'm very much interested in.
How many years have you been doing your job?
Just 1 year. Since the last June, I have been stationed here just 1 year.
Do you think you're going to be doing your job for over 5 or 10 years?
No. I have to return to Japan in 2 years, and I'm probably going back to my original agency or ministry, which is the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology.
Who is your inspiration or mentor?
Inspiration? I'm sorry?
Who is your inspiration or mentor? Who do you look up to?
Well, it is again a difficult question. Well, who is that? Well, one of the great scientists in Japan, Mr. Yukawa Hideki, is a great person I look up.
If you could change anything in the world, what would it be?
Well, what can it be? The technology is advancing every day, and the science and technology will definitely change the world in the future.
What would you invest $1 million in?
Well, it's an interesting question. Practically speaking, probably life sciences area is one of the promising area to invest, I think.
Can you give a message to Panasonic in Japanese?
Message to Panasonic? Well, can I say it in Japanese?
If you want.
いや、素晴らしいものをさらに開発してください。よろしくお願いします。
What does that mean?
I expect that further new inventions of technologies in that company.
Thank you for your time and cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Then you blow it, and then just go.
Occasionally there'll be a lot of people watching the cheers going up.
How you do that?
So I mean, there's stuff that makes that too.
Close it in your mouth.
Here's your salad. You can leave your napkin. We're going to start serving. Excuse me, sir.
My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with...
What?
And I'm here with...
Kevin Boniface from the Columbus Zoo.
What do you do?
I do basically network, website, and any other kind of desktop support available at the zoo.
What is your favorite technology?
My favorite technology is webcams. Gives the keepers and curators a lot of good information that they're unable to view in small little spaces, and also they can view from home and things like that to better enhance the medical condition of the animal.
What is your least favorite technology?
my least favorites probably have to do with any kind of programming. I hate sitting behind a desk. I hate, hammering it out, code after code, line after line. I'd rather be out talking to people and things like that besides being behind a computer.
Who is your role model?
My role model is Jack Hanna. Jack Hanna is actually from the Columbus Zoo, and I know him pretty well. So the way he's out there promoting the zoo and things like that, I really respect that.
Who is your hero?
Who is my hero? It's definitely my dad. There's no doubt about that. He provides for me for years and years. He gave me money to go to school and things like that. Allowed me to be who I am.
What do you think about us KWN News?
Oh, the kids' news?
KWN News.
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's always great to have young journalists going out there and viewing the way kids want to see it. I mean, usually you see all the grown-ups seeing all the world news, things like that. It's really nice to see the kids' point of view.
Thank you for your time and cooperation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PS41 KWN News team, and today I'm interviewing.
Hi, my name is Tim Lyons with Morgan Stanley.
Okay, can you tell us what you do?
Yeah, I work for Morgan Stanley, I work in their IT department, and I focus on a lot of external technology companies.
What is your favorite technology?
My favorite technology? That's a very difficult question. I like a lot of different technologies. Very interested in a lot of the new virtualization technologies.
All right, can you tell us what's your least favorite technology?
My least favorite technology? You have tough questions there, Antoinette. What's your least favorite technology?
Well, I don't know, maybe sometimes the phone.
I was going to say the paperclip, I think, is my least favorite technology.
Why is that?
I don't know, because you always have to clip a lot of pieces of paper together. Why not use a stapler?
That's another way.
It sure is, yeah.
Oh, sorry, we got a few more questions.
Oh, more than 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you could change anything in the whole entire world, what would you change?
If I could change anything in the whole entire world, what would I change? Wow. I would try to eliminate poverty.
Why is that?
I think there are too many poor people in the world.
All right, that's a good reason. If you could change anything about education, what would you change?
If I could change anything about education, I would make sure that there were enough teachers in the world to be able to educate enough people. I don't think there are enough teachers, and there are many reasons for that. So.
Yes, we need lots of teachers because sometimes the classrooms are overfull and lots of students don't learn from that.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have a lot of teachers. I think when you have classrooms that are overfilled, it's very difficult to reach every single student.
What would you call, or how much to a limit would you say is an overfull class?
A full class? Well, it's a tough question because I think different teachers have different abilities. I think there are some teachers that might be able to handle larger classes, but it's all based on different teacher skills.
What do you think about the PS41 KWN News team?
The what?
The PS41 KWN News team.
The what? PS41
KWN News.
Oh, the news. Oh, wait, let me look. Oh, the Kids Witness News team is awesome. All right.
All right, thank you for your time and your cooperation.
Great, thank you.
My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News team, and I'm here with...
My name is Gary Irvin with BizRate.com.
What do you do?
I head up the business development efforts for BizRate, which is an online comparison shopping marketplace.
Do you enjoy your job?
I do. Yeah, I get to go out and meet with a number of other companies to set up partnerships to drive more people into our website, and that allows them to find the products that they're looking for easily and safely.
What don't you like about your job?
Wow, what don't I like? Don't I like about my job? You know, I think that a lot of people would wish they didn't have to work so that they could do whatever they want with their free time. I actually love my job. I'd like a little more vacation. I work too much.
I see you won a medal. What did you win it for?
Oh, you know what? This is my group. I have to watch this. Sorry. I might have to go up on the stage. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, we won this award for being a top 5 finalist, a worldwide finalist in the category of business and related services here for the Computerworld Honors program.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes, we were very proud of our accomplishments. BizRate's been around for 8 years. We've done a lot to leverage information technology, and it's great to be honored with this award.
What is your favorite technology?
Our favorite technology is probably our most recent, the build of our new search engine. It's the first product search engine of its type, and we built that in-house. We're very proud of that.
What is your least favorite technology?
Least favorite technology? Well, those we probably killed. Bylights. Bylights is my least favorite.
What was your first experience with a computer?
Oh, I think in high school I took a computers class, and that might have been my first experience.
Who's your hero?
My hero? Wow, I have lots of heroes in different areas. Certainly, who would be my hero? I don't. That's a tough one. I love sports heroes. My hero's Joe Montana.
Who is your inspiration or mentor?
Well, certainly at my company now, my mentor is my boss, John Phelps, who's done a fine job in leading me in my career path.
If you could change places with anybody, who would it be?
Anybody? I'd like to be one of the people who made hundreds of millions of dollars in the dot-com boom days and got out while the good was good.
What would you invest $1 million in?
$1 million? I would probably start a new business.
My name is Shanna Severe from PS41 KWN News Team, and I'm here with
Joe Chappell. I'm Senior Vice President of Information Technology for Equifax.
What do you do?
I run our systems fulfillment areas for Equifax.
Do you enjoy doing your job?
I do. It's very rewarding.
I see you have a medal on. What did you win it for?
Equifax got this award for our work in identity theft protection. We do that with a product called Credit Watch that monitors consumers' credit reports, and if there's a change to their credit report that might alert to the consumer to identity theft, then we notify the consumer immediately and let them know that something changed that they need to take a look at.
I know you're proud of yourself, are you?
I'm sorry?
I know you're proud of yourself, are you?
Absolutely. I mean, but really, this recognition is really for a team full of people that make Credit Watch and our products around identity protection and support happen. So it's not just me. This is really a team effort that makes it happen.
What is your favorite kind of technology?
Right now, it's a very interesting time in technology. The emerging technology relative to high-end clustering computers, I think, is very exciting technologies that we're starting to really explore at Equifax for our next generation of computing capabilities.
What is your favorite website?
I would have to say it's www.equifax.com.
What is your least favorite kind of technology?
Least favorite kind of technology would be dial-up internet access.
What is your least favorite kind of website?
Ones that are slow.
Who is your hero?
Who is my hero? My dad.
What was the greatest experience you had with a computer?
Greatest experience I had working on a computer. We actually we had a lot of people that worked long, hard hours developing a product, and whenever we developed that product, it got national exposure. This was a couple of years ago, a Score Power product that we did in conjunction with a partnership with FICO. And whenever that product launched, it exceeded far exceeded any expectations that we had as far as how many we would have and our overall volume. And it was a real team work throughout the entire team to make that happen. So that was an excellent experience.
I know my first experience with a computer was playing the game Solitaire. What was yours?
Yeah, I would have to say I've played some games on, but I'm a little older than you, so I was back playing Pong and Atari, so it's been a while. That was probably my first computer experience as well.
If you could change anything in the world, what would it be?
Anything in the world, I would have to say that to help everybody in the world realize that in the end, we're all one family.
What would you invest in with $1 million?
What would I invest in with $1 million? That's an interesting question. Not the stock market.
How long have you been doing your job?
I've been in my current job for 5 years.
Do you think you're going to keep working for over 5 more years?
Yeah, I mean, right now my job is very rewarding, and I get to work on some very satisfying work opportunities. So yeah, I like it.
Who is your inspirational mentor?
My best mentor throughout my career is a lady named Michelle Romano, and I worked with her back when I was at GT, and she was very instrumental in the success of my career.
What would you change in education? What would you change if you had the chance to change anything in education?
The education system or my education system? Education cannot be overemphasized, and right now I think the education system needs to be looked at from a global perspective. I mean, we have, I'll say just in the country of Mexico down to the south of the United States, an education system that only educates its population through the 6th grade. And it's hard for a nation to be competitive when they're at an educational disadvantage. So I think education needs to be looked at from a global perspective.
If you could change places with anybody in the world, who would it be?
I don't have a good answer for that. I kind of like where I'm at.
Thank you for your time and cooperation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eternitty Dorsey, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team. And today I'm interviewing
Rhonda Shepard.
What do you do?
I am a computer consultant for a technology firm.
What is your favorite kind of technology?
Well, I think it would probably be the newer technology that's coming out now. It's called Voice over Internet Protocol, or its acronym is VoIP.
And what does it do?
It allows you to make long-distance calls over the internet on your computer. So instead of using the phone, you can make long-distance calls over the internet on your computer. And at times, you can make several different calls or forward your phone to ring simultaneously in an environment.
What is your least favorite technology?
Probably ATM machines, because sometimes they don't work right.
What is your favorite movie?
I think any movie that has to do with children in a learning environment such as this, anything where children are shining and showing their aptitude.
What is your least favorite movie?
Probably movies with a lot of violence.
Okay. How do you feel about the KWN News team?
I'm sorry?
How do you feel about the KWN News team?
The what?
KWN News team.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful organization. I'm glad you guys came out tonight. Keep doing what you're doing. It's great.
Okay, one more question. If you could change anything in the world in education, what would it be?
Okay, I would probably make sure that all schools everywhere, poor, rich, black, white, had all the necessities, all the tools they needed to ensure that our kids are learning at the aptitude in which they are able.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Thank you. Good luck to you. Take care.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Bates, and I'm here with the PS41's KWN News team, and today I'm interviewing
Edith Harrell Caperton.
Hello, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm so excited. There were great nominations tonight. It's a very exciting evening.
You ready to go home?
Not yet.
Okay, can you tell us about your job?
Excuse me?
Can you tell us about your job?
Oh, sure. Well, I was at MIT for many years, working on children's software and media programming environments for children and learning. And then in 1995, I left MIT and I moved to New York. And I started a software company for children, an internet company for children called mamamedia.com. And for the past 9 years, we've been developing beautiful projects for children online, children who are ages 7 to 13 or 14, boys and girls. And we have different kinds of media for children to create their own media, to come and do their animations, animated stories, publish art in our galleries, and a lot of really fun games and projects online.
So it's a very interesting job?
I love my job. I'm the CEO of my company. I'm the founder and the CEO. And I love every single day of it.
Would you want to trade your job for anything else?
Well, I don't know. I never thought about this. You know, I was a scientist for many years when I was at MIT. I was a cognitive scientist and an educator. And then I decided to be an entrepreneur and to start a business and to combine my background in education, psychology, and cognitive science with my knowledge of technology and to be a business builder and a business leader. And so I'm very happy about that integration. I'm integrating a lot of skills. And I think that actually my career is something that a lot of children and a lot of teenagers today can think of it, because to start your own internet business is actually a lot of fun.
You tell me, what is your favorite type of technology?
Well, I really like the internet because internet really allows us and allows children to express themselves, to put their ideas out there, to share it with other kids, to create interactive designs, to really think about how the world works, and to participate in online communities, and to build ideas, share their ideas, and publish like never before. So it's not just like on your own computer, it's really about kids from all over the world, which is really exciting. So you can work on your computer, you can work with friends from your school, your classroom or your school, or other places in your state, but you can also go for the first time, like in the 80s or the 70s or the 60s, you couldn't do this. You were like in your own community, but now your community is the world. So you can talk to kids or teachers from Africa, from India, from Australia, from Europe, from different places around the world who can work with you on projects, give you ideas, or enjoy your ideas and creations, which is great.
What is your least favorite technology?
I don't really like television. I don't watch much television. I think television is about being passive and information is being prepared for you. And the nice thing about internet computer technology or internet computerized media technology is that you can create your own media, and you can receive media, but you can also participate in the creation of media, which is you can do programs, you can do software, you can do art, you can do designs, you can write stories, and you can really find ways of telling it to the world and even publish it in well-established places like mamamedia.com or other websites. And I think in television you always stay passive, and a lot of the I think a lot of the popular TV shows don't really make you think very much.
Can you tell me, if you could change anything in the world, what would you change?
I really want to give more children around the world, all children around the world, a laptop. I want all of them to have a laptop that connects to the internet. I want computer companies to really think hard and trying to make laptops like really cheap. You know, imagine a laptop would have cost you maybe $100, and everybody can afford like a pair of sneakers. Everybody can afford it, and that all kids all over the world, in villages, everywhere, poor kids, rich kids, everybody can really have connection to the internet, and they can really get content. Like everybody will get the same content. Everybody can work on their projects and publish their art and talk to each other. I think the world will be a more peaceful place, because I think that connectivity and communication really creates understanding, and I think kids have the power to bring peace to the world.
If you could change anything about education, what would you change?
Well, I think the way schools are today is really wrong. It's from the 19th century, and I think it's time to really change it. I think we want to make teachers, teach better in places where, there is mixed age groups. Like not all 6-year-olds or 7-year-olds or 10-year-olds need to be in the same classroom. I think you can do a lot of mixing. I think you can do a lot of projects. So it's not just like 45 or 50 minutes math and 50 minutes social studies and 50 minutes, whatever. I think people need to think about projects that they care about and do things like what you're doing here, which I'm sure you're learning a lot through this, about technology, about people, about our society, about IT. And so I really believe in projects. I believe in really structuring the day, the week, the month, and the year around long-term projects that are really fun to do, when children can discover and explore what they're passionate about and try to learn the content through it. And I think we want to mix age groups. I think we want to be more oriented towards activities. I think it will be nice if more experts can come to the school, so it's not just about teachers teaching everything. And I think maybe school should also combine some projects and work that children can do in the real world.
One more question. What do you think about the KWN team, aka Kid Witness News?
Excuse me? Oh, I think you're terrific. You're the best news teams that interviewed me ever. Your questions were amazing, and I can't wait to see it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.